cannot accept me, and you cannot, just hold me. You gotta hold me.
And oh, you're gonna love me. You're gonna wanna hug me and squeeze me.
Sometimes we say things that we really don't mean. We do things in between the lines. We should do more than
Hey guys, welcome to Talking Sip with.
Hey, I'm Abby.
And I'm Angie.
We're so excited to be back. We feel like it's been super long. And today's topic, how do you know when you have found the right one?
This topic is very deep, I believe, because, a lot of us have been in relationships. We've been, with people that we've spent a lot of time with, wasted a lot of time, and, we're in that relationship and weren't sure if that person was the right person, and we just stayed there because of uncertainties.
And I feel like that's, sorry to cut you off, but I feel like that's like the one of the main reasons why people stay in unhealthy relationships. She said it, time. People don't want to take the time to get to know someone and build that trust and whatever else comes with a relationship. So let's get into it. So how do you know when you have found the right one? So what does being yourself around that person look like? For me, I would say if I'm able to be goofy and silly around that person, that's like A+, because that's who I am. That's how I am around my friends. That's how I am around my family. And sometimes my jokes are a little
over the line.
Yeah, sometimes. And if you're able to just handle that and just appreciate that aspect of my personality, then I feel like
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times when people get into relationships, they kind of dilute themselves just to, be what the person wants you to be.
Yeah.
And I feel like if the person really loves you, regardless of who you are and what you do, the person should be able to accept you. For me, being yourself around a person simply means just accepting me for who I am, because I can.
Who are you?
Huh?
Who are you?
I'm a
boss ass bitch, 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 bitch. I'm a boss ass bitch, bitch.
No. But I just feel like, my personality, I'm a very laid back person. Sometimes I can come off as being very nonchalant, but I'm not. People just have different ways of showing emotions. And I feel like, accept me, love me for who I am. Honestly, guys, support is it's such an important factor in a relationship.
Right.
If your partner does not support you, I'm sorry. You gotta go. Whatever it is, that person has to be your number one cheerleader.
Right. Another key factor I would say is knowing that you can talk to that person, knowing that you can confide in that person, and that person just being able to listen to you without judging you, without sometimes even saying anything back. Sometimes we just like to vent and we just want someone to listen to us. So I feel like that communication goes a long way.
And I'm glad you said listen, because honestly, I can't even stress how important this is. Sometimes, when you've had a long day at work or at school or even with, family and friends, and you just want one person to just listen. You don't even have to say anything back to me.
Exactly.
Just listen to me. And just, even when I'm wrong, just listen to me.
So just to piggyback off of what Ange said about listening to me even when I'm wrong. Now, don't get us wrong. You definitely want your partner to be able to check you when you are wrong.
Yeah.
You want that person to be honest. That's how honesty comes into play. Honesty comes with trust, and just having that communication and being able to talk to that person, just keeping it real. I feel like that really, makes a relationship grow.
Right. So right now we have a guest that's gonna be joining us, and we're gonna just get her viewpoint on our conversation. Welcome, Miss Precious.
How did you know all of this? I'm walking into the limelight. Hi, beautiful lady.
Hi, how are
What are you guys doing today?
We're well. How are you?
Thanks. So what's the topic? What are you guys discussing?
Oh, we have another guest on the phone. Her name is Savita Davies, and she's going to be joining us. So our topic today is, how do you know when you found the right one? What's your view on that?
How do you know when you find the right one?
Mm-hmm.
So what are you guys discussing? What do you think?
Well,
How
we would
do
like to hear
my
your input without having to hear ours first.
What I think is, when you find the right one, is a natural feeling. You don't have to be somebody that you're not. You can be your authentic self. You know, like the conversation flows better.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a back and forth thing. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
That was like the first thing we said,
I
actually.
agree with you. You know.
So what do you think?
So,
Auntie
Sabita, what do
Sabita?
you think?
I hear you. What's the question?
Repeat the question, Abby.
The question is, or the topic rather, is how do you know when you have found the right one?
Oh, okay. I think it's like a chemistry thing too. So I feel like when you start seeing that the person moral compass kind of aligns with your moral compass, then it's like, okay, so if you're a Christian, like if you like going to church, you like God, and you see some of those characteristics, or you see that characteristic in that person, then that's a sign, because at the end of the day, you really want someone who you can say, when things are not going right, let's pray.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
you really need to find someone whose morals and stuff aligns with your morals. That's the only way, you know, you get that balance.
I agree. That is so true. Well, ladies, thanks for your
Thanks for your
input. We
input.
appreciate
Bye,
it.
guys.
Well, there you have it, guys.
Yep.
We are interested to know what your opinions are, and that is actually gonna roll into our next segment, because we're gonna have some male friends joining us, so you can get both perspectives.
Yep, I personally believe that this conversation is going to be something that's going to be very deep once we have, you know, our friends joining us, and they're guys, so they know. I mean, we can only speak for ourselves,
Right.
but we cannot speak from a male's perspective, so that's why we're inviting them.
Right.
So make sure you guys are
Tune
watching
in for that
our next
episode.
episode. 'Cause
Okay.
It's going to be juicy.
All right, bye guys. Till next time.
Thanks for watching.